Good morning to one and all. In the today's class, I am going to discuss about clocked SR flip-flop. In the previous class, we studied about latched SR flip-flop, that is without clock. But here we are including a clock in the circuit diagram along with then two AND gates. Okay. So previously we studied asynchronous flip-flop, that is the output is keep on varying when we change the inputs, right? So that is called asynchronous flip-flop. But here the output will get changed only when the clock is high. Then only the output will change. If clock is low, if we disable the clock, the output won't change even if we change the input. That is called clocked SR flip-flop. So what is the extra connection we made? We added two AND gates along with one clock. Okay. So for the clock, you are applying an pulse. If there is a transition from 0 to 1, it is called positive triggering. Suppose if we have a transition from 1 to 0, this is called negative triggering. Okay. This is the symbolic representation of clocked SR flip-flop. Here you have clock indicated by like this greater than symbol. Of course, you have S and R as an inputs. S stands for set, R stands for reset. Q output, Q bar is complement of Q. This is the truth table of the AND gate. This is the truth table of the SR flip-flop. These conditions we already studied in the previous lecture. So here, irrespective of the input, if the clock is 0, then the output will be the previous state output, right? Even if you vary the input, the output won't change. You have to enable the clock, means you have to give logic high for the clock. Then you check for the output conditions. The output conditions remain same what you had studied for the previous case. That is, if S and R are 0, 0, previous state output will be retained. If S and R are 0, 1, reset condition 0. 1 and 0 means set condition Q is equal to 1. If both are 1, it is an undefined state. Okay. So now we have a look on any one of the two conditions. So here, when the clock is high, the output of the two AND gates are S and R respectively. Thus it acts as normally. In the sense, if you apply the clock is equal to 1, then what will happen? Whatever you applied at S and R, here I applied S is equal to 1, R is equal to 0. The same 1 will be appeared before the NOR gate. The same 0 will be appeared here before the NOR gate. If clock is 1. Okay. If clock is 0, then the output of two AND gates are 0, right? Means if any one of the input is 0 means the output is 0 for the AND gate. Therefore, if this becomes 0, the output of these two will become 0. Okay. So now we will consider one condition. Clock is equal to 1, R is equal to 0, S is equal to 1. Means R is equal to 0, S is equal to 1. If clock is 1 means it will become 1. Here you have 0. 1 into 0, 0. Here S is equal to 1. 1. 1 into 1, it will become 1. Same 1 has been carried out here. Same 0 has been carried out here. Okay. Then, in NOR truth table, as you all know that if any one of the input is 1, see here, if any one of the input is 1, the output is 0. So in these two NOR gates, NOR gate A as input 1, therefore the output is 0. That 0 will be carried out here. 0, 0. If 0, 0, the output is 1. This 1 will be carried out here. If both are 1 1, then the output is 0. Previously I had 0 here. Again 1 1, 0. Means if R is equal to 0, S is equal to 1. If R is equal to 0, S is equal to 1, then Q is equal to 1, Q bar is equal to 0. Q is equal to 1, Q bar is equal to 0. Is it clear? Next we will check for this condition. What we will take? S is equal to 0, R is equal to 1. S is equal to 0, R is equal to 1. Obviously clock you have to make it a logic high. 1 into 0 it will become 0. 1 into 1 it will become 1. 0 had been carried out here, 1 had been carried out here. 2 NOR gates here I have here. So in NOR 2 table, if any one of the input is 1, the output is 0. So in these two cases, here the input is 1, therefore the output is 0. This 0 will be carried out here, 0 0. If both are 0 0, then the output is 1. Output is 1. That 1 will be carried out here. Here 1 will be appeared. 1 1. If both are 1 1, then the output is 0. Right? So if S is equal to 0, R is equal to 1, then Q is equal to 0, Q bar is equal to 1. Q is equal to 0 means reset condition is 1 here, therefore Q is equal to 0. Is it clear? I had explained here, you just go through that. Thank you.